Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Justin, and this time we're going to be doing a review of Daredevil, Issue 3. Um, cool cover here with Lady Justice. We got Daredevil's mask in the background and the clouds there. We got DD spelled out with some, moss or some roots. You can look down there. Great issue. It's Daredevil. I'm pretty biased on Daredevil. I will tell you if it's a bad story, but Daredevil's always been one of my favorite Marvel characters, if not my favorite character in all universes, of all companies. She kind of started with him, and let's see. This story starts out with Eli, this guy who's working for Mr. Owlsley, who is the Owl. If you ever read any old Daredevils, the Owl was always kind of around. But he's giving the Owl an update on the Shroud, who seems now has gone over. He was kind of like a B-list superhero. Something happened during the mutant registration, and he wasn't able, they kicked him out on it. He lost a lot of the stuff. But now he's kind of gone over to the darker side, and he's, it seems like he's taken out crime organizations, mob families, things like that. He's taken them out so he can take over their territory, and not for just the right of good, but for actually, take it over and get their money and their business and all that sorts of things. And it actually turns out during this conversation with Eli and the Owl that Eli apparently overstepped his bounds by finding out where Daredevil Matt Murdock lives, and so the Owl kills him. Not sure why he did that. That's kind of where that leaves off. Next, we jump into where Daredevil is now. And if you read issue 2, you know that the Shroud came to his house, his apartment, whatever it is, and told Daredevil, "Come with me. I can take you to where these crime bosses are. Whatever." And it actually looks like more of a trap, as Daredevil is then led into this room. These guys are tied up. It's all dark in there, which doesn't really matter, but something else is going on, maybe with this Shroud's dark power that he has. So it's just sensory overload for Daredevil. He can't really get things going, straightened out. So a bit of a fight ensues. Daredevil, eventually gets the upper hand, and it comes out that the Shroud, what he wanted to do was he wanted to kill Daredevil. He wanted to kill Daredevil, drop him off at a police station or a news station, and that way he would gain street cred as, I took out Daredevil, don't mess with me, I'm a big badass. So, whatever. They actually come together and come up with a plan of how to get into the Owl's fortress, which is just a huge mansion. But we kind of skip over to that, and we go back to the law office of Murdock. Magoo. They're not Matt, it's Magoo. Alright. And Kristen McDuffie. And she's going in through there. Somebody was asking about if they talked to Matt. I haven't seen him since dinner. And then it looks like you have a war vet comes in talking about he needs or he has an appointment. And that actually turns out to be Foggy. Foggy Nelson is not dead. We all thought he was dead, but he's not dead. He's just been in a safe house laying low while this is going on. So we get Foggy back. So that's good times. I'll show you what Shroud and Daredevil did. If I can get back to it here. So here we got some of the battle between Shroud and Daredevil. So that kind of continues along, and so then at the end here we have Daredevil, who, just in his plainclothes suit, his lawyer outfit basically, walks up to the gate of Mr. Owlsley's residence, and basically, tries to get in, says he's got a subpoena for him. So the guards walk him in. Past all of his security and things of that sort, and he actually gets in there, and he's actually talking to the Owl, who's sitting up on his owl throne, because he's a big bad owl. And then it's revealed that Daredevil was just the distraction to get in there, and the Shroud's been in there the whole time. So now the Shroud has, and his, you know, I don't know if it's actually a knife or his dark energy knife weapon type thing, to the owl's throat. And he's like, you know, come with us. We're getting you out of here. We're going to figure this out with him and Daredevil. But the owl has some information that kind of screws up their whole plan. And he tells Shroud that he knows where Julia is. And of course Daredevil's like, great, I have no clue who Julia is or how this is going to work. Things are taking a turn for the worse, definitely. And he says, you know, you either let me go or I won't, you know, if you kill me, you'll never find out where this girl is. So then it looks like Daredevil's been led into a second trap. There was a funny part though where Daredevil was fighting with the Shroud, and he's asking the Shroud, like, what was your goal to set up to kill me? And the Shroud's like, yes. And then Daredevil's like, Lion Cat says lying, try again. So if you read Saga, you kind of get that reference there, which I thought was really funny. I like Lion Cat, I like Saga. So this one actually leaves off with Daredevil falling into a pit of fire. So we'll see where that goes. He doesn't have his cane. They took his cane. So we'll see how he gets out of a pit of fire. Hopefully his suit is flame retardant. But this was by Mark Waid and Chris Samnee, with... Where's the artist? I don't know. We got a colorist of Javier Rodriguez and letters by VC's Joe Carmangata. Cover by Samnee and Rodriguez. I don't know. I don't know. But this is a really good book, Daredevil issue 3. If you haven't picked it up, it's only on issue 3, so you got 1, 1.1, or 1.5, 2, and 3 now out. Really enjoying this series, his move to San Francisco and how he's trying to figure out, you know, he's got to learn the lay of the city so that he's not, you know, jumping off rooftops and landing onto nothing. Things of that sort. Really good book though, highly recommend it, pick it up. I give it a 4.5 out of 5. Really enjoyed it. So let me know what you thought below, and follow me on Twitter at ExileState, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Have a good one.